Hey, it's me again. Last time I made one of these videos, it was a different song, and then I made a really short teaser video about the drums for a new song. The new song is called Long Been Sleepin', and I got the drums done, and this is how I did it. As you can see, we're in a program here that's got drum sounds over here. And I'll get into it so you can hear that. When we, well, I don't hear it. Oh well, that should be making a sound. But when I get into that, you set a pattern, right? And here's the double bass pattern. And here's the bass and the snare. And so when I'm making one of these patterns, I have to know the song already in my head. The song has to be pretty clear in my head because I have to count it out and know when parts are coming in and when other parts are starting and so forth. So that gets a little easier because you can get different patterns. Here's a double bass pattern. Here's the same one, but it's basic. It doesn't have the double bass, you know. And then here's one that has a crash cymbal and another cymbal at different places. In fact, this one I have to add a crash cymbal on 5, and here's 5, so now it's 1 and 5. If we play that pattern, I hope you can hear it. There it is. So, and it repeats. So you can put the patterns where you want them along this timeline here at the top. And so we have 4 of the double bass. And then when the vocals come in, the singing, then we go back to a basic, and we'll go 4 for that. Then we have the one with the crash cymbal back to the double bass, and then 2 crash cymbals on 1, and in the middle on 5. So once you have this planned out for the whole song, it's going to go out to who knows how long, 4 or 5 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever it is. And then you can save it as a drum pattern. And then what you do at that point is I'll switch you to the window for my recording software, where we import the recording software. So that would be this right here. Here is the drum track, right? That's all the drums together mixed into a stereo mix. But I also imported, hold on, I also imported all the drum tracks individually. So there's your kick drum, snare drum, rim shot, closed hi-hat, semi-open hi-hat, so on and so forth, cymbals. But I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm going to use this stereo mix of the whole drum set in order to go back in today and record at least one guitar part, maybe a bass part, maybe drums, bass, and guitar. I have the house to myself for a while, so this should be good. So let's hear what this sounds like. Oh, by the way, on the bottom, after I do this, here's where I put a label track that helps me to know what parts come in where, because it's hard to follow this. And I don't want to have to be thinking too much about how the song was going in my head while I made the drums, while I'm sitting there also trying to play the bass part or the guitar part right. So I make a label track. I could just get a visual reference for when parts are coming in. It helps a lot. Here's where the words start, and as you can see, the drum part gets a lot less busy. That's because we're going from the double bass part to the basic part when the vocals come in. So anyway, here's how that sounds. And again, I hope you can hear this. It's pretty simple. And it's a total ripoff of Hold Your Head Up by Argent, which we cover, and we cover that song, and we stick that together with our song, which is original. So I'm going to try to not rip off the bass line exactly, because we usually do, but I'm going to change it a little bit. And here comes the part where it gets into the vocals. Coming up soon, you'll see the drums will change. Later this morning, this afternoon, but later this afternoon, I'm going to go make more tracks on top of this drum track. Let the arrogant man learn. That's where that comes in. So let's stop that now. Alright, I'm going to go make what I can of this video, and maybe we'll post it tonight or something like that. And then I'll take some more video of doing other parts today, and we'll keep you informed. See you later.